Hello. Um, well, I think it's a technically a good day. This is a new demo. Another visual novel that I feel like is kind of another slice of life, but this time it's for like working adults and stuff like that. So the title is The Sun Shines Over Us by Niji Games and Eternal Dream. They're published under an CRX Entertainment. I'm not really sure if I should be mentioning that. And it says here the release will be next year, 2024. So hopefully, I think it's already done, but I'm not really sure how done it is. Um, According to how I saw the deets in the page, it feels like they're still ongoing with the project, but I'm not sure. Sorry about that. I just I just got into recording for this visual novel today. Okay. I mean, let's start with reading the description for The Sun Shines Over Us, which is such a happy title. This is an award-winning visual novel that tells a recovery journey of Indonesian high school students, while focusing on the story of a victim of bullying. The Sun Shines Over Us also represents other mental and relationship issues between teens. So, according to the tags, it's a visual novel, casual, with a female protagonist, and the art is anime. As I said before, it is a slice of life, but it's stated in the description that it's going to focus a lot on mental health issues of students in high school, but the location is in Indonesia. So, trigger warning, even if it's just the demo. We don't know exactly what kind of like situations in the story or plot devices that we will be meeting that is kind of emotionally triggering. And those who are staying here to listen and to watch what this visual novel has in store for its English version, like, let's dig in, I guess. So I will be in new game. Ooh, chapter 1. That is such a loud sound. Um, I will be noting, a while ago, the game actually crashed on my first try. So hopefully I can stitch this new recording. And it says here, chapter 1. The sun's rays are shining brilliantly in the sky and through the window of Dad's car. The radio is turned to Dad's favorite station and is playing cheerful melodies from days past, suggesting that today is going to be a fine day. Yes, everything is going to be fine. I mean, hopefully. Cross fingers. Also, the background graphics. Side note: the background graphic feels like it's a very neat skyway in the film. Everything is going to be fine, Mentari. Dad, what is it, sweetheart? The sound of Dad's voice interrupts the flow of conversation I had going on with myself. Also, side note, I will also not be making a lot of like voice acting in this. I mean, I guess it depends on the character, but there might be not much distinction. So please bear with my simple narrating raspy voice, kind of shrill. Back to the story. I turned my head, which was previously glued to the window, towards Dad driving the car. Mentari. No, it's nothing, Dad. Dad. Don't worry, sweetheart. This school is a fine school. The Regina Foundation High School is known to treat its students well. I've already spoken to the principal and teachers about it. Mentari. Yes, I'm sorry to make you worry. Dad, no need to apologize. I want to do all I can for you. That's why I'm driving you to your first day of school. Aw, that's kinda nice. To be honest, I worry about you. Mentari, you don't need to worry. I can do it. Dad smiles at me. The wrinkles around his eyes deepen as he gives me a genuine smile. Oh, okay. So I'm kind of assuming firsthand that I think Mentari actually experienced something. It's either that or they're like transferring schools because her dad is transferring jobs. Dad's getting on in years. I shouldn't be burdening him anymore. I always burden people. I shouldn't be like this. Um, Personally, I don't want to condone trying to apologize to her dad because I still don't know what the situation is previously. I do believe it's kind of okay to be wondering about your new school, even though like I think it's much more rational with her line of thoughts that OG. I think she would be like if I am to be consistent with the train of thought of the character's personality. I think the next move she would do is to apologize to her dad. But I don't want to do that. I'll just ask about the new school. Trigger warning, a very loud sound of screeching. That that kind of woke me up. Um, Suddenly, a motorcycle cuts off, forcing Dad to screech to stop. It was so loud. Hold up. I'm, oh, back. I think there's no way to actually go back. Is there any? Is there a label or like? Okay. Sorry, I was looking for a label to the menu. I should have just like lessened the SFX. I tried lessening it, but apparently I was wrong in the lessening. It was not enough. Dad, what in the... What was that kid thinking? He's still in school uniform and he thinks he's in the Grand Prix. I noticed something about the rider as Dad curses him out. He was riding very fast in a dangerous way as he left us in his wake. However, I still managed to recognize his uniform. That uniform. Mentari, isn't that the uniform of my new school? Dad, I wasn't really paying attention to that punk's fashion. If it turns out to be true, please don't befriend punks like that, alright, sweetheart? I stay silent. I'm not even sure if I'm able to befriend anyone in this new school. Please don't fall with a punk like that. Shouldn't that be capital? Oh, my game saved. Okay, Dad. Then I'll leave Mentari in your care. Mrs. Lina. Don't worry, I will continue to monitor Mentari's well-being even when I am teaching her directly. Dad, thank you, Mrs. Lina. Monitor? It's like I'm some weird creature that needs their behavior to be observed. Am I really that bad? Maybe I am that bad. I mean, What is she? Okay. Mrs. Lina. Mentari, are you daydreaming? Mrs. Lina calling me by my name startled me a little. This isn't our first meeting, so I should be used to her stern attitude. But it seems I'm not. Mrs. Lina. Dad. By the way, where is Kirana? Kirana, my friend from elementary school. I can feel the anxiety melting away when I recall that Kirana is going to be by my side at this new school. Mrs. Lina, I have asked Mr. Leo to fetch Kirana. Kirana. Mentari! Kirana leaps and hugs me tight from behind. She fully embraces me with care. She is wearing an optimistic expression as if to tell me everything is going to be okay. Maybe. Teacher. Don't know name, just teacher? Okay. Oh, is this the new arrival? Instinctively, I look down and hide my face behind my hair. Teacher. Hey, relax! Haha. My name is Leo. Okay, at least teacher's name is Leo. People usually call me just Leo, not Mr. Leo, alright? I'll try to introduce myself just to give a bit of an impression. I, I, oh, Mrs. Lina. Mentari is still acclimatizing to her new surroundings, Mr. Leo. Oh, she is quite a shy individual. Leo, very well then. Next time I'll probably change the settings for the SFX. I'm so sorry to people who's listening to this. The weekly flag ceremony is about to begin. All students, please assemble at the central field. Dad, the flag ceremony is about to start. I shall excuse myself then. Mentari? Yes, Dad? If you need anything at all, just call Mrs. Lina or me, alright? I nod at Dad. Well then, Mrs. Lina, I leave Mentari in your care. Excuse me. Mrs. Lina, yes. Sure. Dad then leaves me at the teacher's lounge. Kirana, who was standing silently by my side, hugs me again and pulls me outside. Let's go to the field. I'll just stay silent for a bit. So, I'm putting some sort of like conversational efforts of sorts, and holy F, the SFX is so loud. I'm so sorry. I keep on saying sorry. I am technically a Mentari with like an ambivert personality. Kirana pulls me to the concrete field that is now filled with the students of Regina Foundation High School. The field isn't very spacious. It has a couple of basketball hoops, but other than that, it really is only used for the weekly flag ceremonies. I don't think there are many students in each batch. I'm gonna say less than 30. Stop daydreaming, Mentari. I'm not. Our class designated line in the formation is over there. Kirana points toward a line at the edge of the field. My class is 11A. Classes that come first alphabetically always get their lines towards the edge of the field. Okay. In the corner. What? Why does it... What? What? Okay, Mentari beware of person. Good idea. That way we don't get in... Oh, okay. So, there's an automatic dialogue that's running through here on the screen. I feel like it's flashbacks for Mentari. I didn't get to read much, so maybe next time if I cut this like short, I guess, or half, or it's long of a demo, I might lessen the speed because I made the text kind of faster. Mentari? Kirana looks at me with concern. Are you alright? Is it too hot out here? I look around. We are lined up at the back of the line, the most shaded area of the field. No, it's not too hot. Sorry. Kirana is about to say something else, but searing feedback from the PA system pinches our ears. Oh no, please don't use the SFX. They did! Oh my gosh! Testing. I turn toward the source of the sound. A student stands tall at the front of the field. I wonder if it's the motorcyclist. No. My fellow schoolmates, welcome back to Regina Foundation High School to commence your studies in our second semester of 2019-2020 school year. Oh, pandemic. I hope we don't lose our studying spirit in the second half of the school year. Oh, second half of the school year. I am Aditya Faturaman. Sorry if I might accidentally butcher names all of a sudden, because I'm really not sure if there are Indonesian like pronunciation for their names or words. Your student council president this school year. I look around the field. Mrs. Lina and Leo are preparing to start the flag ceremony proper. A couple of students who were appointed as officers of the ceremony run to their designated positions. It seems like the student council president is stalling for time. Okay. And that ends my message for today. I hope it was beneficial to all students who attended. Without further ado, let us start the flag ceremony. Okay. Oh, I'm pressing a different. Oh, I think I didn't get to, but they're just like preparing the flag ceremony and stuff. Kirano is lined up in front of me, looks like she is focused on the ceremony. In the middle of it all, Mrs. Lena walks towards the stage and stops in front of the microphone. Mrs. Lena, teachers, staff, and all my beloved students, congratulations on the continuation of your school year. The ceremonial mandate. It's the same in any Indonesian school. I usually try and make a game out of guessing what the topic of these mandates are. The topics are these things usually repeat. The topics for these things usually repeat. I wonder what it will be this week. Healthy relationship, cleanliness, or diligent study. I'll just choose for diligent study. It's like the most common one. Be spirited in your studies. Don't forget that your main task as a student is to study diligently. See? I was right. They never stray from the usual topics for... Why is there so much shouting? The shriek makes me turn my head. It came from 2 lines to the right of me. A schoolmate looks like she has fainted and is being swarmed by her classmates. Sasha fainted! Medic! Sasha. Okay. The students panic and try to lift Sasha's limp head by her neck. Even from my position, I can see that Sasha's pale face and frail body made her look sickly. Stay silent and wait for help. Run towards the teenage Red Cross station where the medics are. I'm gonna try and do this. Honestly, in Mentari's like personality, at the start, it feels like she's just gonna be a spectator. But I'm gonna try and be proactive. I'm gonna try and make proactive decisions for her. With sweaty palms, I run towards the TRC station at the edge of the field. Oh, okay. The medics there look at me with confusion. There's a student that fainted. The medics immediately run towards Sasha, carrying an empty stretcher. How far is the TRC for them to actually not see the situation? Sasha is taken back to the TRC station swiftly. I go back to my position in the student formation and take a deep breath after my unplanned sprint. Thank you! A couple of students and some TRC medics acknowledge me. I turn my head away in embarrassment. Kirana stifles her laughter and instead gives me a thumbs up. My breathing is still ragged. Mentari? What's wrong? Okay, there's a missing space between what's in the... Kirana holds me in a panic. The students around me turn to look at me with worry in their eyes. Looking at me? They're all looking at me. Okay, another memory? No sound effects, please. Their gazes are painful. It feels like knives stabbing me all over from head to toe. Gazes weighted with prejudice. I'm sure everyone is wondering who I am and why I'm so feeble. Mentari's crazy. Don't get too close, you'll catch it. I'm only panicking. Why do I go limp when I panic? My legs shake and my hands become even sweatier. Karana's voice, which was loud and close before, becomes increasingly distant. I don't know what else to do. Why am I cursed with this sickness? What is she sick with? Mrs. Jasmine. Mentari, remember, if you panic, hold your breath for 3 seconds. Oh, she has panic attacks. Okay. I take a deep breath. 1, 2, 3. Hold your breath for 3 seconds. I hold my breath. 1, 2, 3. Mentari? Can you hear me? Then exhale through your mouth. Slowly, I exhale through my mouth. Mentari? Teacher, the flag ceremony has ended. Kirana looks down at me with concern. The other students try to get a good look at me. I shake my head slowly at Kirana. I have to be strong. I'm alright. Are you sure? You look pale. Yes, I'm alright. Let, let's go to class. Everyone's dispersed already, na. Oh. I feel bad for Mentari all of a sudden. Like, what happened to our previous school for her to have panic attacks this bad? Like, I've not learned much, but I've seen situations like this, at least in record or like in videos. But IRL, usually it's an epilepsy that I've seen, but not this, not a person with, what do you call that? Sessions of panic attacks due to a certain trigger, I guess, on situations. We'll further on see it. I'm getting already emotionally rocky at this point for like Mentari's sake. Kirana. Yeah, sure, let's go. The game is saved. I'm actually fine if the demo cuts me off on a certain emotional point because it feels really heavy all of a sudden. I'm not saying it's bad. I do like slice of life with drama tinges and there are psychological themes in it. But wholesome psychological themes are much better for me because I'm trying to learn a lot of new things around me even though I'm at the cusp of my age, nearing 40s. School or I. Wow, you're the new girl, aren't you? What's your name? Pleased to meet you. My name is... Where did you come from? A couple of students keep asking me questions. One by one they get closer to me and eventually I'm surrounded. All these new faces I have never seen before in my life and they're all looking towards me enthusiastically. When I open my mouth, everyone becomes silent. A few of them look at me with curiosity. Where did you come from? From Starhope High. Isn't Starhope also in Jakarta? Why did you transfer out? If they knew what happened at my old school, my time here would be doomed to fail. No one would befriend me. Even Kirana would steer clear of me. Everyone would. Anyone who defends me would eventually become jaded. I'm always alone. I'm always alone. Did you drop out? Didn't make the grade over there, huh? Haha, don't worry about that with us. Lies. You don't need to be shy. No one's going to think less of you. Everyone lies. They used to say the same thing. Mentari? Oh, her name is Mentari? Isn't this your friend, Kirana? What's the matter, Mentari? Why can't you talk? Is she mute? Hey, don't say that! Yes, I'm mute. I can never speak, so I might as well be mute. Whoa. If I speak, then they will. Does she have schizophrenia? Mentari, you dare to mouth off, huh? I fall against the locker and slide to the ground. The Starhope logo on the locker obscured by my long hair. A couple of the students surround me and corner me until there is nowhere for me to escape. I know them all. You'll never be accepted by the 10Cs, understand? Just because your dad throws money at school doesn't mean shit. But... I don't... Shut up! A female student punches the locker to the side of me. I feel my body shake and start to sweat in fear. Damn, that hurt. What did she expect? She punched the locker. Another student tries to peek in to see what's happening. My eyes catch his. He's the boy that I tried to talk to. Apparently, he's the most popular boy in school. I shouldn't have grouped up with him for the class assignment. I should have. Mentari! Don't you even try anything, bit. I'm not gonna say that. I never... Mentari! What can a bee like you even do, teacher's pet? Enough! That's enough! I never wanted... Why is she in school if she's still really this droned out in her thoughts about her previous experiences and trauma with socializing in a class that just so happens to have 5, I guess? Like 5 a-holes. I never wanted any of this. Mentari! Mentari! I'm starting to hyperventilate. I feel like falling down an endless ravine. Piranha holds both my shoulders and looks at me with panic in her eyes. Another student is standing next to Piranha and looks concerned, holding a water bottle. I remember her. She's the student that was standing in front of Kirana during the ceremony. Drink up, Mentari. I grabbed the water bottle with shaky hands. Slowly. Okay, glub glub glub. I just actually drank a sip of my water because throat be parched. I take a cup of water and felt relief in my chest. I took a gulp of water and felt relief in my chest. Sorry, I just like grammatically changed it. It's either that or it must be something different. Sorry for this door sounds in the background. We have, I think someone bought food. I can't remember it now. Okay, back to the story, sorry. Thank you. Schoolgirl, you're welcome. How do you feel? Even if I told her, what good would it do? I guess you don't need to tell her anything, Mentari. People should just like, even if they, sometimes, even me, in situations like this where I try to help someone that I see is in distress and stuff, even if I ask how they are doing, I don't really expect them to answer. Because what I want to expect them is to actually show signs or like wake up their thoughts. That's why sometimes I try to ask something or converse with them in a way that would open up or something, or like show an inkling of, oh, I'm here to help, but not in a demanding way in my delivery, because I feel like I tried my best to convey a certain like dialogue in a situation that is necessary in a manner of which that wouldn't be alarming. But sometimes, it depends. Like it might be like lacking, or my delivery of the question or intensity might actually be intense, like alarming for them or not soothing. So, I'm sharing this because sometimes, well, not here in my age, because now I'm in a hermit mode. During my younger years, as a person who just wants to just do things normally and be a okay person, like hypocrisy is there and whatnot, but still try to do good things for others, whether it's needed or not. Because of like, I want to help others and stuff. Okay, so sorry for like the veering away and the unnecessary story about something. No one would understand. Oh, her name's Ayu. Ayu. Oh yeah? I haven't introduced myself. I'm Ayu. I'm your class president. I should apologize. I think this is a much more abrupt time to apologize. Because even though like honestly, you shouldn't be, because you are in distress, sometimes it's a personal reason why you apologize. And it's not because that it's necessary to convey to others. It's sometimes soothing to think and say something when you know that you've become a burden. I'm sorry for... No, it's alright. Everyone knows that being in a new environment and being surrounded like that can be super stressful. I should be the one apologizing for not jumping in sooner. Oh, like, wow, that's nice of her. I mean, IRL, it's rare to have that kind of person in a classroom. If you have any trouble, you can come to me for help. Or me, Kurana says. You can also come to me. Ayu. Of course, you can go to Karana as well. Alright, everyone, inside class. Leo enters the room and greets the entire class. Leo smiles wide when he sees me. That's right, we have a new arrival. Has everyone met her yet? Come on, Mentari, get up here. The whole class looks at me as I stand up and go to the front of the class. Please introduce yourself. I'm just gonna introduce myself calmly. It would be ingenuine of me if I say it enthusiastically. Yet I was experiencing a sort of relapse a while ago. I'll do my best. Oh, Mentari, you can do it. Mentari, you can do it. Come on, Mentari, you don't need to be embarrassed. Oh, Mentari, it's fine, it's fine. No rush, no rush. Mentari? Surely you can do this. Surely you can do this? She also has a bad memory of her introducing herself sometime in the past. I can do this. You're so lame, Mentari. I don't know. I think I'm lame, but I'm fine with it. Give me one more chance. Please. Dari. You can't even introduce yourself? I'm sorry. I'm lame. Dari. What exactly can you do? Wow. So I guess there's like differences in their voices in the near future if like the developers plan on dubbing this. Because so for this distinction of the characters in her like past, in her trauma, in her this mental breakdowns, or I think just the thoughts. It's memories anyway. I can't do anything. Elegant girl, you can be a burden on everyone. Sorry. 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 Leo. It seems like Mentari is still getting used to everything. I don't think you should force her, Leo. I mean, we already did all this informally before you came in. Very well, Leo said. Mentari, you may go back to your seat. I walk back to my seat next to Kirana. I've failed again. I can't even introduce myself. Dad and Kirana must be so disappointed with me. Ayu even stood up for me. I can't bear to look at anything. I'm too much of a disappointment to be worthy of any task. I suddenly feel a warm feeling on my back. I turn toward Kirana. Kirana is rubbing my back. It's alright, Mentari. Mentari is ... Leo, that's it for today's lesson. Have a good lunch. See you again tomorrow. Ouch. Hey, that's a lunch bell. Did you bring lunch? I shake my head at Kirana. I was too consumed by mentally preparing myself for the day to make myself lunch. Then let's go to the cafeteria, yeah? Alex! Donnie! What? Please don't say it's a guy. A teacher shouts from outside the classroom, followed by loud footsteps suggesting that whoever it was ran away. The whole class runs out to see what is happening. Kirana grabs me so I can go outside and see too. Our class is on the second floor. We have a clear view of the field and the other classes from our school's balcony. 2 students were running around the ceremony field, being chased by a teacher. Being should be just deleted. 2 students were running around the ceremony field. Oh yeah, I guess it is correct. The faces of the runners are not clear from where I stand, but I think I've seen one of them before. What's up? It's a student that was speeding down the road and almost hit Dad's car. It's nothing. Surprised to see teachers and students behave like cat and mouse? You didn't have any of this in your fancy old school, huh? No. Yep, it's just Alex and Donnie at it again. A student sighs and heads back to class. The crowd pushing against the balcony barrier starts to disperse when the teacher manages to catch the 2 they call Alex and Donnie. After everyone goes away, Ayu looks deep in thought as she watches over Alex and Donnie being scolded by the disappointed teacher. They're in our class, by the way, Alex and Donnie. always getting in trouble with the teachers. Okay, does it always end in a chase? Nah, not exactly. Not every day ends with this much excitement, but yeah, they do get scolded a lot. They never get a warning letter? Why aren't they expelled? Nah, Alex is actually ranked 2 in the school academically. Donnie is a bona fide mathlete, a literal Olympiad champion. The teachers can't figure out why they're so troublesome and yet so bright. Yeah, that usually happens. There's a percentage of a student that actually has that kind of energy and ability. It's different outside of school, but in school sometimes there's a set skill of like cliche, sorry to say it, cliche or mainstream performances. And somehow in some way it's not surprising even though you still get surprised. They're both, I guess even smart people can be troublemakers. I'm not even, are we going to the cafeteria or what? I'm just gonna say let's go. Let's go. Finally, food! Kirana and I hold hands as we walk towards the cafeteria. Are we going to meet those two characters? I wonder what the relation or what relationship options will be given to the guy or that motorcycle student would have for Mentari. Because I know it's slice of life wholesome. I don't know if there's romance in the story, but I'm going towards the enemies versus lovers, but in a slightly more wholesome manner in between Mentari and that supposed student in the motorcycle. But let's see. The cafeteria is packed during lunchtime with the students of Regina High. The place isn't exactly small, but it's just barely able to accommodate all the hungry students as they order their meals from the stalls and chat as they eat. I recommend the bakso. They really make the meatballs delicious. You want some? Oh, is that a stray open parentheses in the previous line? I nod as I look around. I'm so hungry, I don't care what I eat. 3 bowls of bakso, please. 3? Can we even eat that many meatballs? I mean, if it's that good, why not? Well, 1 bowl for you and 2 for me. Aw, cute Kirana. 2 seats. Let's wait over there. Kirana and I sat near the bakso stall. A clique of pretty girls is chatting next to our table. Those earrings look so cute, Putri. Yeah, Put. Where did you get them? I got them at the GI mall. Okay, or I don't know, GL. They're so cute, aren't they? The girl they call Putri shows her earrings to the other members of her clique. They're the same kind of earrings that Annie Mae posted on InstaSnap. Like the exact same. So cool. Excuse me. Sorry, I burped. Just listening to them is tiring. They sound exactly like my old schoolmates. Your bakso bowls are ready. Please enjoy. Sweet! Let's eat! Kirana's recommended bakso bowls look really tasty. The meaty scent of the hot broth wafts under my nose. My rumbling stomach urges me to consume the bowl whole. Thank Kirana for her recommendation. I'm gonna thank her. Thanks for the recommendation. This looks really delicious. You're welcome. Eat up. You won't regret it. I immediately cut the huge bakso meatball into a bite-sized piece and put it in my mouth. The taste of the bakso covers my tongue with just the right amount of salty meatiness. Inconsistent. There is no open and close parenthesis for this line. It's good, right? Super good. I can only nod as I continue eating. Kirana smiles, watching me completely immersed in my bakso heaven. As we are enjoying ourselves, I feel a stare coming from the side of us. I glance at Putri's table. Everyone else at the table is eating light snacks while Putri stares at me. Well, why though? Putri continues to stare. I don't remember doing anything that could have offended her. Oh, okay, I missed that. Sorry. I know this is the log, so what happened? Or maybe I did something by accident. A male student shows up and pats Putri on her shoulder. Eh? Alvin, you startled me. Have you eaten? Alvin and Mentari looks like each other. Which is like male form. I don't know why. Putri. Alvin, your mom texted me that you haven't eaten since yesterday. Putri, Alvin, I'm on a diet. Ooh, Putri's on a diet. Shut up, schoolgirl. You're already skinny, Put. Putri's friends tease her over her diet program. I get it now. Putri wasn't staring at me, she was staring at my bakso bowl. It seems like she's really hungry. I mean, can't judge them. Look at me, I'm such a fatty. I never want to let myself go like... Putri looks over at Kirana, who is still in her bakso heaven. I consciously look away so as to not seem as if I was paying attention to them. I probably wouldn't be paying attention as well at the other table because I'm busy eating. Like, F you, I'm gonna eat. I'm the Kirana here. I'm sadly, I might be dense AF. Kirana may be on the larger side, but she's healthy and strong. There's nothing wrong with Kirana's body as long as she's healthy. A consistent and healthy diet won't make anyone gain weight all of a sudden. Not much people think like that. Like, they can't control their thoughts about their anxieties and insecurities on certain levels and in certain ages. That's why there's the diversity of your mental capabilities and strengths are always gonna be growing. So for Putri's stage, I think she's basically peer pressured, I guess, because there is such a matter like that. Although I think peer pressure in terms of your physicality is only one part of the problem when it comes to deciding whether you should be considerate or force yourself to do it. Because as an adult, there are still teenagers in this story, but teenagers sometimes don't have a liberty of thought or forethought about researching about how to properly have a diet. Because sometimes, whether they like it or not, parents, especially in a conservative country or have a conservative mindset, won't really actually know how to help them or give them opinions or advices about it, because at the end of the day, depends on the bond, of course, they would still force their child to actually eat food properly because it's the right thing to do, not the considerate thing. I don't know how to explain it, but oftentimes parents end up thinking that their actions are things that are considerate, when in actuality, if you internalize it further on, a part of it is obligation. Obligation is not bad per se, but rather it becomes insincere because, as I said before, depending on the bond, you don't feel the need to follow or the affection behind the suggestion or the demand that you properly eat things. Because in history, children should be just loyally and obedient to the authority that they have, which is at current inside the house is the mother and the father, or whoever guardian is that is taking care of them. I'm just saying this in generalization, but it has specific situations and stuff. I'm gonna have to say that most of my comments might actually make this a long... See, I knew it! It's gonna be a longer video. Gosh darn. Putri, I put on weight when eating the smallest amount. Alvin, just have a little then. Putri, I'm scared. I'm shuddered to think whether Putri is anorexic or something. Because she is afraid of a certain level of eating. Next thing you know, she's gonna be afraid of food itself. That's bad. It's so I'm not saying I'm saying this. It is rather alarming, especially if it becomes worse, because there are cases that it's gonna be worse. And it's not just for thin people, rather. There are people with, what do you call that? Eating problems. That is not just borderline anorexia or bulimia. Putri, you don't get it. No, I just want to continue eating my bakso bowl. I don't want to eavesdrop anymore. Technically, I'm not saying Mentari doesn't get the situation. I feel like Mentari knows. She knows the situation, although she doesn't know the extent or assumptive the way that I'm overthinking about, oh, Putri has like an eating disorder or a possibility she might have eating disorder in the end with the way that she thinks. Rather, more like, I'd rather like she continue like focusing on herself, because it's really, if you it feels bad or like guilty if you don't listen and it feels like the situation is concerning, but you're not yet in that state. And Mentari in this story also has her own burdens. As much as possible, and as heartless as it sounds, I don't want to put more burden on Mentari's thoughts, even though like I don't know what the flow of the story is, so I'm just gonna like continue eating my bakso bowl. I don't feel good dropping like this. Let's just finish up this bakso. Kirana, who never stopped eating, is too focused on her food to notice anything else happening. Putri, but I put a piece of bakso. I put a piece of bakso in my mouth as I look in Putri's direction. Our eyes meet and we both look away in embarrassment. Oh, I feel sad for her. Alvin, do you want me to buy your favorite bakso bowl? Putri, it has to be bakso. Alvin, yes, better to eat rather than staring at others. Alvin! I'm gonna throw my mouse at you. At other people's. Putri, Alvin, don't say that out loud. People will hear. I struggle to hold back my laughter. Instead, I choke on some broth. Ugh! Mentari, are you alright? Yes, I'm alright. Just choked on the broth a bit. I can hear Putri and her friends laugh. I look down in shame. Kirana also looks down and whispers to me, don't pay attention to that table. Popular cliques are always like that. Thinking they're all that. Oh, Kirana, don't be like that. I mean, I guess I would understand. Especially that Putri guy. Putri girl. Sorry. So pretentious. Yeah, I would think the same thing. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I may say I am a hypocrite and stuff like that, but there is a level of, like, what was you call that? A snap reaction, or a snap thought, or a snap impression. This, I think, even though Kirana has, like, experienced what Putri is like, it might have been her snap reaction to what kind of girl she is, because they have different values and lives. Mentari, do you know them? Kirana, I mean, everyone here knows Putri. She's the most popular girl in school. I'm surprised a boy like Alvin was able to get with a girl like her. I can only nod as I listen to Kirana's explanation. The amount of names I have to remember today is a bit much. My cat's meowing in the background. I don't know how loud it is. Kirana, and like what, huh? A boy's voice cuts Kirana off. Kirana and I look up from our whispered huddle. Aditya, the student council president who gave the address before the flag ceremony, stood in front of us. Hey, Aditya. Hehe. Aditya looks confident and amused with himself. Why? He bore the OSIS logo on his armband around his uniform sleeve, which represents the student council. He greets Kirana and smiles at me. I heard there was a new girl at school, so I wanted to say hello. I went to your class and you weren't there. I asked around and they said you went off with Kirana, and we all know where Kirana hangs out. At the cafeteria. Kirana. Am I that predictable? Always in the cafeteria, huh? I didn't mean it like that. Relax. Oh yeah, Dit, let me introduce you to the new kid. We were elementary schoolmates. Her name is Mentari. Oh, your name is actually Mentari. I'm Aditya. Shake hands, stay silent, and look down. He's not The graphics doesn't show that he wants to shake hands. And I'm gonna look like I'm rude if I stayed silent and look down. You know what? I'm just gonna stay silent and look down. Can't care. Embarrassed, I stay silent and look down away from Aditya. Wow, you're shy, huh, Mentari? It's alright. You're really new around here. Alright, check this out. Aditya reaches out into his trouser pocket and pulls out a piece of candy. He offers his hand out to me with a piece of candy in it. For you, Mentari. Sorry, I haven't prepared a welcoming package for you because I was only made aware that the new kid is coming this morning. So sorry. I take the candy from Aditya's hand. He seems kind-hearted, going to all the trouble to think about welcome packages and the like. I mean, it's his job. He's a good person. No wonder he became student council president. Moved by his kindness, I smile at Aditya. Thank you. Ugh. Aditya is like... Yes. Oh, right, Mentari. Thank you for helping Sasha this morning. Sasha? You know, the girl that fainted during the flag ceremony. Oh. Yes, it's the least I could do. I usually look out for her, but I got a little caught up this morning. Luckily, you were around, Mentari. By the way, what do you think of the school? Cozy, isn't it? No one's been mean to you, right, Mentari? The events of the day flashed through my mind. I got dropped off by Dad. Then I was welcomed by Kirana and Mrs. Lina. Oh, and Leo too. Then in class I met Ayu. Then there's Putri. She didn't really mean to be mean to me. Everyone is weird. The school is too safe. Too weird. Safe? Safe? I mean, no. I'm so glad to hear that you feel safe. The school is your second home. It's supposed to be safe. I nod at Aditya. Second home, huh? I've never thought of a school like that before. Alright. I'm gonna try and go to a save point real fast before I stop the video. I'm thinking I should be stopping because it's already an hour, but you know, let's continue. I never thought of school like that before as a second home, she does think. She means, school is usually too intimidating to be thought of as a second home. There are too many people here. How can you call a school home? Mentari? Yes? Hahaha, relax. That's how uncomfortable she looks like. I mean, she doesn't look like that. You beatard! Get over here! Again? A shout pierces through the commotion in the cafeteria from out in the hallways. A boy runs towards the canteen while being chased by another. Sorry, this entire video is now background by a cat, so... Oh, we're introduced to Alex. Oh, Alex and Donnie, I guess? I said get over here, said Alex. Don't turn your back on me. Oh, schoolboy. Oh, it's not Donnie. Okay. Why would I approach a crazy a-hole like you? Alex, the meaty scent of the hot broth wax under my nose. Wait. Hey, I'm right, aren't I? I'm just calling an a-hole an a-hole. Is this the correct dialogue for Alex, or is it for the schoolboy? Schoolboy, I'm also right about Ayu being your bee. The whole cafeteria is now on my way. I am going to slap this person's face. What's the meaning of that? Why is he like that? Alex looks to be in a fight with another boy I don't recognize. Donnie, standing behind Alex, clenches his fist. Teme, get over here. Donnie, Alex, and whoever Teme is start to raise their fists in the middle of the cafeteria. Kirana pulls me out to safety while Aditya approaches them. The students in the cafeteria pulled around the conflict. Calm down, everyone. Calm down, you say? This beatard just insulted Ayu. I would actually slap Teme's face as well. It's not really good. Schoolboy, I'm just stating the truth. That doesn't mean you have to care like that. Alex, you sure you still want to run your mouth? I feel a headache coming on. Alex's brutish words echo in my head. I feel like I've heard them before, but where? Where? Mentari! Let's get out of here! Back to class, yeah? Come on, be strong, Mentari! My body feels weak, but Kirana is right. I have to be strong. Ayu isn't going to be thrilled about fisticuffs over here, Alex. So, try and remember why you're defending Ayu like this. This is none of your business. Dude, school president. It's his business. This is between me and Alex. Why? Because you... Sorry, I'm being snappish. I'd probably, like, throw whatever to, like, make the situation worse. I am a very, very erratic kid. It's the Aries in me. Aditya, you causing a ruckus on school grounds makes it my business. Ayu seems to have a relationship with Alex to tick him off like that. Get over here, you little prick. Alex readies a punch. This is bad. I ran out of the cafeteria. Mentari! I have to... call Mrs. Tina, call Leo. I think I'd prefer calling Leo. I run towards the teacher's lounge. Leo, he must be there. I don't care if I'm called a snitch. I'm gonna do the same thing. Oh, wait, the game is saved. So... we'll be pausing here? Let's see. Okay. I will be saving here. There. Oh, I see the... I see, and go back to the main menu. I saw the graphics for the save state. Alrighty then. This is the first hour of the demo for The Sun Shines Over Us. Take note, a part of the beginning might be stitched, so it would be wonky because there was a problem with the first recording, but I will still be using that recording because it is still workable. Right. First off, pretty good start. Emotionally gripping, especially if you're not tired of these kinds of dramas, of like school life drama that is related to psychological issues that children experience, like bullying and unnecessary energy when it comes to socialization with each other and stuff, like peer pressure and expectations and whatnot. This is my kind of jam, but like in a nostalgic sense. I like these kinds of stories, so I will be continuing the demo. This is part 1. Hopefully part 2 is not that short, but I don't want it to give out too much, because if I remember correctly, the way that I saw the screenshots, the story of The Sun Shines Over Us extends up until their working life or their college life. So I'm thinking that the demo itself is like a prologue of their childhood, and the rest of the story will, outside of the demo, which is the final release of the game, will be extending up until whatever point of their life is. It's comparable to the other visual novel that I did a demo of and I originally planned to play, is the Our Life series. That is also a good one, so you guys, if you guys are listening to this, check that out. It is very recommended, especially if you guys want to immerse yourself into a simple slice of life drama that is partially wholesome, that still has a romance and has LGBT themes. I don't know if this one has LGBT themes. I didn't check properly. I don't know what the other... I might actually research about the Indonesian title or enter their Discord just to like know stuff. This is a positive title for me, and a much recommended visual novel to play with those who are interested in it. about it. This is the part one of The Sun Shines Over Us. I will be rushing this. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Like, subscribe, or comment. Or if not, if you don't want to and just want to watch and listen, it's fine. Works for me. See you next time, I guess, in part two. And go and watch other demo visual novels in my roster. Toodles.